I am Nick Shell, and I am proud. I'm proud to be an American. But you know what? You know what I think? I think that an American is not worth more than someone from Ethiopia or Kuwait or New Zealand, whatever country. I think it's all arbitrary. Whatever country you're from, good for you, good for me. But as an American, I'm not better than anyone. It's funny because on my other YouTube channel, there's people giving me a hard time because I was a little confused on whether Spain was part of Europe. I know, it's embarrassing, whatever. But then I pointed out, well, good for you if you know every country in Europe, but do you know every country in Africa? Are people in Africa worth less than people in Europe or in America? No, all people are the same as far as I'm concerned. I love all of you. I don't care if you're American. I don't care where you're from. I love you, man. You got it? All right, here we go. All right, I got a comment on this video called hair loss. I have the most compassion for Asian men, which of course I'm sure you've seen that video by now. You know where I'm coming from on that. And that is simply that Asian men typically suffer less hair loss at a younger age. It's also harder for them to grow facial hair typically, and in their countries and their nations there's a lot more pressure from their society to not go bald. Whereas here in America or in the West or in Europe, our genes make it to where it's more normal to go bald and have facial hair, so therefore just shave your head, grow a beard, and you're good to go. Work out too if you need to. So this is interesting. I like learning about the world. I like multicultural, multi-ethnic, because after all, I did my DNA test. I'm quite multi-ethnic. I'm 37% German, Dutch. I'm 33% Spanish. I'm 23% Central American. I'm 8% Eastern European, and then I'm about 1% Middle Eastern. So that's my DNA, and I learned that from my heritage test that I got a few weeks ago. So let's hear from our good friend Vladimir Tadic. Here's what he said about the video. He said, Arabia is a different planet too. The societies make huge problems in Arabia and Asia. It seems like a different planet. Nick Shell, I don't know about Asia, but Arabia, you may have seen many men lose their hair in their early 20s, and the Arabs generally are rich people. So most do hair transplants or hair weaves. Hair loss is seen as the person may have committed some sins? What? 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 That is crazy. That is crazy that people would think that you go bald because you commit sins? Oh, that's crazy. I am so sorry that people believe that in your country. That's crazy and so obviously not true. The society makes fun, call various names Arab countries or my country, Mother Russia, don't have strong democracy. The people are incredibly indisciplined, really hurt balding young men's feelings. That's my girlfriend suggested I get a hair weave, and I had a hair weave. It's fake hair, but undetectable for any person. Hair industry of Arabia makes more money than hair industry of Europe. The hair industry are the real winners. Society packed with illiterate. I live in Volgograd, Russia, very near the Middle East. End quote. Thank you, my good friend Vladimir. I love you, man. You know that, right? You know that I care about you. You know that I could come to your country and we could have some tea and soup. That's what I would do if I were in Russia right now, Vladimir. So I love this. This is amazing to me, what Vladimir has taught us today. And that's one of the things I love about being a YouTuber, is that so much of my audience is on the other side of the world where I probably won't ever go there. But I love learning from you. This is so cool. Thank you for being part of the Brotherhood. So let's talk about this. I like the fact that Vladimir talked about the hair loss industry, because I've been doing that. I've talked about comparing it to the weight loss industry. That basically it's a way for corporations to make money off of people's insecurities. Meanwhile, look at me. Yeah, sure, I'd love to lose a few pounds, but I'm a 36-year-old American who, despite all the horrible fast food we have in our America, I stay active and I eat right, because I'm a vegan, so by default I'm eating right. I don't need weight loss. I don't need someone sending me frozen meals and counting calories. I already know how to do it. Similarly, the hair loss industry is the same way. They know to make money off of people. But see, it's a different thing if it's part of your national cultural situation there, like it is in Asia, and as I'm learning in parts of the Middle East, because I know that a lot of my subscribers and viewers are from the Middle East. So yeah, I guess I'm partially related to you since I'm 0.8% Middle Eastern according to the test. So yeah, so that's interesting though that the Middle East big on hair transplants and big on weaves, and that they're making more money than Europe. I mean, I had no idea that was such a big thing, that culturally it's set up that way. I really feel that the more I'm learning about Asia and the Middle East when it comes to hair loss, what I feel that I'm learning is never in America has it mattered less about your hair. I mean, sure, if you take the bait, like for me in Nashville, anytime I'm driving down the interstate, there's two big billboards right in a row on I-65 North, and it shows the 55-year-old man with gray hair, and now the Norwood one that he's got, and then his beautiful wife, and she loves him more now, and the love making's better all because he's got better hair or whatever. It's implied. I don't take the bait, but there are companies willing to teach you that here in America if you want to buy into that. But I'm willing to acknowledge that in other countries it goes beyond marketers, and it could actually be the society itself that is doing that, that truly the society actually sees you as less of a man in your society. And see, ethnocentric, Google that if you don't know what that means, ethnocentric. I don't want to be limited by my ethnocentric view into thinking that because here in America and arguably Europe, that you can overcome your hair loss by working out, shaving your head, and maybe growing a beard. I believe that's true for Western countries and European countries. But I'm open-minded to the concept that it's different in Asia and the Middle East, and it can be harder for you over there. I wish that it could be the same, though. I wish you could just buzz it off and maybe grow a beard and let that be the end of it. Because here in America, I'm telling you, I really feel it's never been more culturally acceptable to shave or buzz your hair off and grow a beard, and that's it. Like, sure, maybe long ago it mattered that you were bald. I don't know. But even then, people weren't paying as much attention of it to a certain degree. Now more people are paying attention, but then you just get rid of it. Like, you don't have the bald cap here like Ben Franklin, you just shave it off. So what I'm learning is it's harder for certain countries. So Vladimir, here's what I want to say to you, my friend. You just move to America. That would solve all your problems. If you live in Asia, move to America. That will solve all your problems. You can come here. You can be welcomed by people who like your accent, and they say, hey, I like your hair. And they mean it because you've shaved your head. Maybe you've got the stubble. So I really think that's what we've got to do. If you live in a country where people do not accept you as a balding man, move to America. Because here in America, no matter what some people think, we accept you with the shaved head and the beard. It's cool to be bald. This is the place to be bald. Move to America if you want to. This is your official invitation.